back to In Focus. Now, there's been a lot of excitement at the World Cup. There was mutiny by the French players and disappointment for fans of the Ivory Coast. Joining us live from Johannesburg is viewers Sonny Young. Hi, Sonny. Well,
hi, Vincent.
All right, you're there. Let's start by talking about the African teams. Of course, a lot of disappointment, especially after Brazil hammering Ivory Coast. But tell us, what are the hopes now of the African teams?
Vincent, I think the hopes of African football fans are not very good right now. Disheartening performances by the African teams. As of Monday, there have been 12 matches involving African teams. And if we take a look at the record, 1 win, 7 losses, and 4 draws. That 1 win was by Ghana. Cameroon, which has the proudest World Cup pedigree of any African team. Cameroon is making its 6th World Cup appearance. Well, Cameroon was the first World Cup team to be officially eliminated from this World Cup. Cameroon lost to Denmark 2-1. That officially put the indomitable Lions of Cameroon out. On Sunday night here in Johannesburg, Vincent, Brazil beat Ivory Coast 3-1. And now Ivory Coast is really up against it in terms of moving on to the next round. A lot of people thought Didier Drogba and the Elephants of Ivory Coast were Africa's best hope at this World Cup. Now it looks like Africa's hopes rest with the Black Stars of Ghana, who lead their group with 4 points. Big match on Wednesday evening here in Johannesburg, Vincent. The Black Stars will go up against 3-time World Cup champion Germany. Ghana has 4 points on the table. Germany and Serbia are level with 3 each. So it's going to be a big match here in Johannesburg.
And, you know, that also, again, tells us that soccer is so unpredictable and you cannot live in the glory of the past. I mean, Cameroon was like the favorite by, you know, on the basis of what it was. But from your personal analysis, do you feel like Ghana can actually hold its place against Germany?
That's a tough question, Vincent. Based on what I've seen, both of Ghana's goals have come off of penalty kicks by Asamoah Gyan at this World Cup. So they haven't scored any goals in the run of play. It's taken penalties for them to score. And I think they're going to need to score a few goals against the Germans to win that match. That's a tough question. I really hope Ghana can make it through to the next round. And our In Focus viewers need to remember Ghana was the only African team to reach the second round at the 2006 World Cup in Germany.
Okay, we'll wait and see. Now let's turn to the French team. It looks like there's a riot in that camp. What's happening? Player being sent home, sponsors pulling out. What's the situation?
Vincent, as you mentioned, lots of chaos, lots of upheaval in the French camp. And you need to remember France is playing host South Africa in their last group match. So it could be good news for Bafana Bafana, the South African national team. Maybe they can take advantage of all this upheaval. But basically it started when Nicolas Anelka made some critical remarks of the French head coach, Raymond Domenech. Those remarks were leaked, and the French Football Federation got wind of those remarks. They ordered Anelka home, much to the dismay of his French teammates. The French squad decided to protest about Anelka's dismissal, and what they did is they staged a boycott. They refused to practice, things have just basically gotten worse. There have been feuds between players and the French trainer. And the team is, it's in a lot of upheaval right now, Vincent.
Yes. Now, on a sad note, on Saturday, Manute Bol, that tall, great man from Sudan, died. And I wanted to give us your thoughts. Definitely, he was one of the guys you've talked about so many times on your show.
Vincent, I was so sad to hear about the passing of Manute Bol. Just a kind of a fun-loving guy, interesting guy. Off the basketball court, he did so much to help his homeland of Sudan. I know on In Focus we often run that public service announcement by Luol Deng, who was also born in Sudan, who also has tried to help his country. But Bol, even while he was active in the NBA, was constantly funneling millions of dollars back home to Sudan. I think he was genuinely loved by a lot of NBA fans and by his teammates. And one teammate in particular, Vincent, Charles Barkley, who's in the Basketball Hall of Fame, he had a great quote. He said, "If the world was made up of Manute Bols, it would be a better place to live in."
We want to thank you very much, Sonny. Stay on top of all the exciting World Cup action with Sonny Young and the Sunny Side of Sports. And be sure to check him out online. Just go to voaafrica.com and click on the World Cup.